Hello, good morning. I'm Dr. Victory Nkechi Ikechukwu. I welcome you all to Victory Hour on this platform of Chat Room with Dr. Victory. Remember, every Wednesday is our Victory Hour, where I bring teachings on helping people to live victoriously in their everyday lives. And also in those aspects of their life where they feel defeated, I bring teachings that will help them to have victory. All right. Remember to let your friends know about my teaching videos that will be of a great help to them. Maybe they are passing through some difficult situation that, by the grace of God, by them watching my videos, they can learn a thing or two that will help them, to have victory. So encourage your friends to like my page, Chat Room with Dr. Victory, and to watch, my preceding videos. Maybe specifically for, those areas of their life they're having challenges. I bet you they will find help through my teachings by the grace of God. All right. Remember, every day I give a preference to giving God praise for the gift of life. It's not one of those things. It's really a privilege for one to be alive. For us to wake up, each and every day hale and hearty, we have to give God praise. Forget about the things that you need that have not come true. But for you to be alive, it is something to give God praise. All right. Let's go into the topic of today. The topic I have for us today is secrets to marital bliss. In the bracket, I put, men. And last week, I taught about women. Today is going to be about men. The one for last week is what women supposed to do for them to have a blissful marriage. Today, I am going to, talk about men. All right, before we go into the topic of today, I just want us to, appreciate God. I want to welcome each and every of my viewers from wherever part of the world you're watching me from. I want to tell you, welcome to the month of March. Despite that today is the 3rd day of March, it's still new. So I welcome you all to the month of March, the 3rd month of the year, the month of marching forward. Yes, that is the name. And marching forward means making progress, acceleration, and speed. So I want you to receive these things I've mentioned, the acceleration, the speed, the making a great progress. Receive it in every aspect of your life in Jesus' name. Amen. And also, this my prophetic declaration to you this morning will only work for you if you believe God with all your heart. It's as simple as that. Believing God, then it will work for you. All right. Last week in my broadcast, I've just said about it. I treated about men. All right. Today, I am going to deal about men. All right. But basically, we all need the mutual agreement and the working together of the two parties involved for them to experience bliss in it. Time will not permit me to go back to what I dealt with concerning women. So if you didn't watch me live, I will encourage you to go to my page, Chatroom with Dr. Victory, and watch the teaching I did or last week, Wednesday, that is a week today, talking about secret to marital bliss for women. Time will not permit me to go into it or even to summarize. No. So go and watch the video. Today is specifically for men. All right, let's roll. Why did I put men in bracket? Today is going to be about what men need to do to women for them to have a blissful marriage. Last week I was addressing the women, what they're supposed to do to the man. Remember, marital relationship is a relationship that involves two persons, a man and a woman that are legally married and they're staying together. So most of the time, we find out that we have problems, we have misunderstandings, we have issues, we have quarrels because we don't know some things. And remember, I always say in most of my teaching that when you know better, you live brighter. There are some things that we need to know that will help us. My husband, I used to appreciate him a lot. I told him that 95% of the things I know in life, he has taught me. He used to say a lot that when you know better, you live brighter. And another thing he used to say, he said that some people can be sincerely wrong. You see, so when you know this, you actually know that either your husband or yourself, some things that you're doing, you're sincerely wrong. Now that today is going to be men, some things that your wife has been doing, she has been sincerely wrong. Now when you know, oh, this thing she's doing is because of lack of knowledge. All right, remember today is for men. All right, I put down some points. I wrote on the secrets, the things that men supposed to know about their wife to make them have a blissful marriage. The number one point I put down there I wrote it some of the secrets because it's not going to be all. But this is by the grace of God. God said I should use my experiences in marriage. By the grace of God, at 29th April of this year, I'm going to be 21 years in marriage. My experiences and the experiences of those that have gone ahead of me and those that I've learned from, I should use it to teach his people, to experience joy and fulfillment in their marriage. So I pulled on some secret, but 10 points I put. It might be more than this, or it might be few. I bet you if you can apply just 5 of what I taught here, I bet you will experience change in your marriage. All right, let's roll. Number 1 I put there, said, understand her. Remember, today is for men. Secret to marital bliss, in the bracket, I put men. What men need to know. Number 1, I said, understand her. You need to understand your wife. Try to understand the making of a woman to help you know her better. You can ask me, Dr. Victory, how do I do that? Make research, read books, search the internet. Do you know one thing about Google today? If you even type any topic, it was my God bless them so well, my 2 teenage sons, they were the one that taught me. Do you know that even how to cook this food, just name the food, everything on the Google will bring it out. The preparation, the cooking, how many minutes you need and all that. It's so wonderful. So anything. So don't tell me you don't know. Go to the bookstores. There are a whole lot of things, a whole lot of literature about women, about their making, about their character, about the things you need to know. You sit down and God will help you. By the grace of God, my husband said before we got married that he went into reading books, about marriage, even about sex. Yes. Gone are the days when we look at sex as something not to be discussed. No, it need to be discussed now, because that is even where the problem is coming from, because of lack of understanding and lack of knowledge. Yes, he read books about even women. So when you know about that, you know that your wife is not acting extraordinary. There are even some things that are specifically for women, like talking too much. Oh, glory. That is wonderful. Yes, women are meant to talk. They're meant to be talkative. Only in rare occasions where those that are extremely quiet in their nature, but still women are meant to talk. All right. So when you have a good knowledge, then you will understand the way she talks. You see, the way she acts, the way she behaves, the way she reacts. Oh my goodness, this is wonderful. When you know about this, okay, why my wife is doing like this is because she's behaving like a woman. A woman's supposed to be like that. You see, when you have understanding about this, you will not have problem with her. That is number 1 point. I said understanding her. Remember, today is for men. Number 2, I said give her a listening ear. I want to explain this one more. There's this humorous saying about the women talks 1,500 words a day, while men talks only 500 words. I don't know how true it is, but I want to bring it humorously to this my teaching today, because it's going to be of a great help. They said, remember I said number 2, give her a listening ear. They said if a woman that's meant to take remember I said I don't know how true it is, but I want to bring it in to help us understand. Remember, we're talking about having a blissful marriage. They said if you don't allow a woman to finish that 1,500 words, or let's say she just talked 200, let's say minimum 200, and then the next day she's still having, okay, let's say they say men talk 1,500. Okay, let's say she talked only 200. And she still have 1,300 left. So the next day is going to be 1,500 plus 1,200. But there's no way a woman will talk only 200. Okay, let's say she talked only 500 and is left with 1,000. And the next day she still has another 1,500 words to speak. So it's going to be 2,500. And she has to say it. That's why you see sometimes when women, you're having misunderstanding with them as a man. She's talking, tell her, keep quiet, she's talking, because she didn't finish it yesterday. So allow a woman to talk. This one man, I am my husband, appreciate so well. He said what he does, because he has knowledge of this, what he does, he will lie down on the bed, the wife will be talking, he will say, Sometimes you sleep, the wife will pattern. He said, no, I'm not sleeping. Why? He's allowing her to exhaust it. Give her listening ear, whether she's making sense or not. women, me that is talking by the grace of God, I'm a woman, women will like it so much. Whether they are making sense or not, allow them to talk. Allow them to talk. And you know, it helps a great deal. Even we know psychologically, because by the grace of God, I did part-time psychology in the university. I know a little knowledge about psychological, you know, psychologically allowing women to talk. Not even women, somebody. You know, that's why they say they will allow you to talk. Because when you're talking, you're like pouring out your heart, and there's a great relief, because what is tucked in your heart is being, you know, brought out, and you're going to have a relief. So talking is good, not only for women, even for men, but especially women specifically. We need to talk to somebody. That's why if it's not being taken care of, you see she'll go to the wrong person, then it now turns to gossip. Women like to talk about their experiences, while men don't. Men are not given to so many words. God made them like that. A man will just say one thing and it's okay, but a woman will want to give details about everything that happened. You know, like even in an accident scene, a man will just tell you that there's an accident that just happened, you know, down the road. But the woman will tell you even the man will just say an accident. It even explained whether it's two cars or a car and a bicycle, or, you know, a scooter or something like that. But a woman will give you details, whether it's two cars, and she will give you the colors of the car. She will give you the time, what happened, whose fault it was, and all that. That is a woman for you. So men need to understand that women are meant to talk a lot, and it will help you in your marriage when you know. You don't tell your wife she's a talkative, she's a gossip. No, that is the nature of a woman, but it needs to be addressed. It needs to be corrected. All right. Also, women like to talk what happened at work, what happened, maybe those that are working, or what happened at their business area, those that are doing business, you know, even at home. They want to tell you this child did this child did that. Please give them a listening ear. Even when you're not in the mood, you're not even meant to respond. Just say, just like I told you about the man I explained earlier on, they'll say, You know, she feels good just because you're giving her a response. Even if it's nodding your head, just give her a response. All right, that is the second point. Let's go to the third point. The third point said, appreciate her verbally. I want to explain this, because most men, they say, she knows I love her, she knows I experience. Remember I said, I am teaching also by the grace of God from my experience. My husband used to do that. He said, you know I appreciate it. I said, no. Please tell me, let me hear it. That is the way women are. Don't say she knows I appreciate her, this, or even when you buy her something, just say, I am buying you this because of the workload you're doing in the house. Each and every day. Thank you for dressing the children. Yes, I know it's your children, but women, you know, my husband used to say something to me recently. Say, most times women behave like children. Yes, we are like that. Do you know that your child want you to say thank you for him picking up a pen or something? You know, it's like that. Or even giving you something. Even my son bringing the shoe for me, my shoes. Yes, I would just say, you want me to say thank you, then I will say thank you. Women are like that. Don't say, she knows that we are married together. Say it to her each and every day, as often as possible if you can. I bet you'll be glad you did. Yes, I said appreciate her verbally. Not that I know what you do and I'm grateful for it. No. I put a capital no here in my notes. You have to verbalize it as often as possible. Appreciate her efforts, her contributions, her suggestion, care for the home, cooking, the keys, home arrangement. Yes. The women are good in arranging homes. You have to appreciate her for doing that. It's not really easy. For taking care of the children. Oh my goodness, you know, I've been there. Most of the time, early in the morning is like, you know, a roller coaster. You're looking for these socks, you're looking for these school shoes. Sometimes you're looking for one leg of sock, you don't see it. You know, all those things. You're trying to pack their lunch. You're trying, you know, a whole lot of things. And women are best in doing this. We all know Steve Harvey's show. There was a time, you know, one man was complaining, my wife is staying at home and all that, you know, she's not doing anything, blah, blah, blah. Steve Harvey now arranged and said that let the wife just take a day off and go to Steve Harvey's house and stay. Let the husband take a day off from the office and just experience what the wife does. Do you know that this man was so overwhelmed that he didn't know what to do? He has not even taken his bath. He was still wearing his house coat, you know, driving the children to school, trying to, you know, put their lunch. I think theirs was only 2 children. Some women are 3 children or more. Packing their lunch. This man was shouting, and you need to, you know, give them, breakfast before they go to school. Do you know there was a day, my last child is just 5, I forgot to give him porridge in the morning. I forgot. He has already gone to school. I remember when I was fetching him back. You know, we're saying it. They say, Mom, I should not forget again. You know, I felt it, despite you pack lunch and all that. How can this child be hungry till the time they're eating lunch? So you can imagine it's because of a whole lot of things the woman is trying to put together that morning to take the child to school. So let me go back to the story of the Steve Harvey show. This man, do you know, because he is supposed to do everything that the woman does. He takes them to school. There was no time for him to take his bath. He has to go to the grocery store to buy groceries and come and still prepare lunch, because when the children come back from school, they will eat. He was still doing that, and it's now time to fetch. You know, the children are not the same age. There are younger ones that they dismiss school earlier than the bigger one. You have to rush and go and pick them and all that. He has to do that, bring them back home, and you know, you make sure they eat. After, sorry, not even eat, you make sure they change from their school uniform to the house clothes. You see all the things that the women do. Then you have to help with the homework. And then after that, you have to start preparing dinner, what they will eat in the night. You see, after the man just came, you know, when they now came back to the show, the man was kneeling down, crying and telling the wife, please, I'm sorry. He said, even the work I do at the office is not halfway compared to what you do. Because we have tea time. For those that smoke, they have smoke time. You know, even their break time is 1 hour and all that. You know, the wife was crying because he said, I didn't want to bother you with all that I go through. But it's good that you've experienced it for you to know. So please, men out there, appreciate what the wives are doing. They are really doing a great job. You know, my husband used to say humorously, he says, most time he said, women are wired, you know, to do that. Because it's not really easy. All right, number 4, there's 4 points. I said sincerity. Be sincere with her on some sensitive issues in your relationship. Don't be hiding. Don't say, I don't know how she'll feel if I tell her this and all that. Then you keep having problem in your family. Most of the time, the things you tell her might not be good. She might not take them well, but you really made a point. And then there will be amendments that will be made that will help, you know, the family to move forward. All right, like, you know, they used to say that most of the pills or tablets that are bitter, they work wonders. That's actually what we need. And then they say truth is bitter. So you need to tell your wife the bitter truth. Like, for example, what I wrote here, I said, let her know also how you want her to dress in the bedroom. Yes, there are some men that say they want their wife to dress sexy in the bedroom. Yes. There was even humorously, you know, one man that said he told the wife, if I see you wear this t-shirt again to the bedroom, I will use scissors and cut it and throw it in the dustbin. Why? She doesn't look attractive. You know, that place belongs to two of you. So you tell her how you want her to dress, because most women, we don't even know. You know, yeah, some are sophisticated, some are given to that and all that. But you let her know. Yeah, like somebody like me, I like to make up my face properly. But some women, they don't. But their husband will say, I like it. They do it because of their husband. Some of the things I do, I don't like it. I do it because of my husband. Yes, that is how it's supposed to be. So a man, you should tell the woman how you want her to dress. Like my husband personally, from the part of Africa where we come from, some of our traditional dresses, my husband doesn't like them. So I don't dress like that often. Like, I come from the west part of Africa, we tie the 2 wrappers, you know, those ones with the headgear and all that. I wear it once in a while, but my husband really don't like it all the time. So I don't do that because he told me, while me personally, I like it. Because I told him that it makes me look like Big Mama and all that. But he doesn't like it. So I don't wear it often because he doesn't like it. Why? Because I want to have a blissful marriage. All right, so a man, feel free to tell your wife, don't say, I don't know how she'll feel, I don't want problem. No, you will keep having problem because she is doing it ignorantly why you don't like it. Tell her the way you want her to dress. Even at home, even in the bedroom, there are some that they say they want their wife to dress in shorts, to look smart. That is the man, that is his house, that is what he wants. So you have to tell her what you want as a man. Yes. Also tell her how you want her to appear in the public. How to behave, how to comport herself, to relate with your friends and your relations. Yes. Tell her how you want her to dress. My husband always wants me to dress smart. He said so that he can be proud of me because he verbalized it. Most men, they don't. While in their heart, they desire it. Please, you need to tell your wife so that she will know. All right. Even how to relate with your friend and relations. You know, my husband told me that most times when he's his friend, I should keep quiet and listen. Yes, not even today. So many years ago when we got married newly, and I've been keeping that. Tell your wife, because there's some women they don't even know, as if they will take hold of the conversation while she doesn't even know she's embarrassing you. Please, this is really important today for men. Men, some of these things don't hide. Tell her, even if she doesn't take it well, I bet you, most of the time when we correct people, they don't take it well. But it works because that is what you want. All right. Also, how to relate with your relations. I'm telling you, the way my brothers and sisters in law fall in love with me, if not only even the immediate, the extended ones. Why? Because I heard my husband's advice. If they're having a fight, is between them, I still relate with them, amicably the way I used to. And I'm telling you, up to today, they always sweep me off my feet. So this is really to help you as a man. Tell your wife what you want. Even tell her how to relate with your relations and your friends. All right, let's go. Sorry, my time is fast moving. Let's go to the number 5, fifth point there. He said, affirm your love for her as often as possible. This is where most men have problem. They say, she knows that I love her. If I didn't love her, why would I marry her? No. Remember, we are dealing about secret to marital bliss. And understanding women, you need to understand it, that women need to hear it. There's this story about the wife keep complaining to the husband, you don't tell me I love you, I love you. The husband just wrote and said, I love you 100 times a day, and pasted it on the wall, very close to the mirror. They always say put something on the mirror because women, we keep going to the mirror. He said, so if you want to know if I love you, see it. No. Women, we want to hear something so many times a day. Women are basically moved by what they hear, while men are moved by what they see. Like, they said, remember I'm talking about understanding. We really need to understand. Because women are moved by what we hear. Men are moved by what they see. If a girl, no matter, how small she is, let's say a teenager, comes out naked, men will all be moved. Why? Because that is the way God made them. They are wired like that. But if a man comes amongst women naked, the woman will just look at the person and sigh and say, please go and cover your body, go and wear something. That is the way God made us. You see? But, a woman likes what she hears. That's why you see a lot of teenagers or youth make mistakes because of the way some people, lie to them by what they say. I love you, I'll do this, I'll do this, I'll do that to you. When they make you pregnant, they will leave you. Why? Because they're already, moved by what they say. Women are often deceived by men folks through their talk. Yes, the sweet talk. They used to say, call it sweet talk. They sweet talk the young girls and the young ladies, the youth, to make mistake because of what they hear. All right, number 6 point there says, mediate for her with the kids. Remember, a mediator is somebody that solicits, isn't it? Yes. I say mediate for her with the kids, especially when they are grown up. Now, I'll use my own example here. I have, by the grace of God, 2 big boys. 2 big boys. Children are highly manipulative, but they respect the authority of the father. When I talk to the boys, they will always want to, mom, this, that. But when their father says something, it stands. They don't argue. They don't even negotiate. They carry it out. So you, as a husband, you need to. I'm telling you, I'm not saying only when they're teenagers, even the little ones. My little boy, the one that came after 13 years, is just 5 years old now. He likes to go outside to play and all that. He stays long. The father now, I told him, I said, you stop going outside. I say, hey, mommy, why do I say, whining and crying and all that? The father just told him and say, that ends it. You're not going outside until it's weekend. You go to school, you come back, you eat your lunch, watch TVs and do your homework. Then you only go out weekends. Do you know he stands? Even when he said, now he keep asking me when is weekend. Why? Because the father gave an order. So you as a man, God made you a head, and children obey their fathers. That's why, those that don't have father figure in their lives, they even complain because everybody loves that. They might not like it when you're giving the order, but they obey. So try to mediate between her. Just try to intervene and say, sometimes my husband will tell the boys, hey, this is my wife. Don't do this and all that. Even sometimes they'll say, your husband is calling you. They'll ask my husband, where is your wife? All those things. So you need to put that in place so that the children will know, because you need to always intervene for her. All right. Number 7 point, I say, admire her beauty frequently. This is wonderful and very, very important. Admire her beauty frequently, her physical attributes. Anytime she comes out, oh, you look so beautiful today, my wife. You look this, I like your hairstyle, I like your dress. This is, oh, my wife, you're so beautiful. Remember, I say women are moved by what we hear. We need to hear this always. Don't tell her she knows she's beautiful. That was why I married her and all that. No. You need to. Besides, that was what attracted you to her in the first place anyway, before you married her. So you need to keep saying it each and every. Just women, we want to hear that. Not that you won't tell her, then she goes outside and somebody tells her you look beautiful, your hair is nice, your earring is done, your necklace is. Do you know that sometimes in life you might not really be in the mood, but just say it. You know, they used to say, for peace sake, for love's sake. Oh, this your necklace is beautiful. I love this your dress. Even if it's an old dress. I love this. I love this. You know, you see the woman will be blushing. That is the way God made us. Please, men, you need to keep doing this as often as possible. Yeah, number 8 point here, I said, lend a helping hand to her at home every now and then. Please try to help the woman. Because most times the house chores and the work at home can be so overwhelming. Yes. You really need to help, especially those that are newly married. Remember, I always say I use my experience. When we got married newly, you know, I just had my first son. You know, I was complaining about too much washing, too much work and all that. Then I've not started working. Then when we had my second son, I was employed. Oh my goodness, it was like, what is happening? We need to have to get help and all that. You know, most times, so the children, they don't want the house help. They want you. So sometimes, you know, the whole thing was overwhelming, that the clothes in the laundry basket are now increased because the children are too and all that. Even with my first son, my husband used to help a lot. You know, helping you, like the one he can do cooking. If you're not good at cooking, you can, you know, help with the laundry. Like my husband is not really that wonderful in cooking, but he helps with the laundry, even dressing the children. You know, like, so one day, he, instead of putting the buttons in the front, he put it behind. I said, but at least he helped. So try to do that. You know, you're really relieving the woman. She really needs it. Yes, to show her that you love her. All right, try to relieve her of some of the work you're capable of doing at home. Yes, e.g., my husband and I, yes, I just explained this. He helping with the laundry, helping with the dressing the children, even feeding them, even bathing them, dressing them up. Because he found out, let's say you people are going out, you know, for something, for a party or church or even anywhere, you need to dress the children first and then start dressing yourself while he has already finished. You know, let me just bring something that's coming to my mind humorously. My first son, when he was just 2 years old, you know, after dressing him, not even less than 2, you know, then when you dress them up, you have to pack the nappy bag, you know, put in extra diaper, extra clothes in case they mess up. Then if it's heat time, you put extra, you know, vest. Then if it's cold time, extra jersey, you know, in case the weather change and all that. So the father will already dressed and he would dress. So while I'm dressing, he thought I'm wasting time. You know, he will come and tell me that, mommy, you will stay home. You know, as if I'm, you know, in his language that time. You go and tell his dad, he said, he used to call him Daddy. He said, Daddy, my mommy will stay home. You know, you come to me, say, mommy, you will stay home. You know what he's trying to say? That is like, I'm wasting their time, I'll stay home. But he didn't know that he actually was the reason why I was wasting time, because I had to dress him up, feed him, pack the nappy bag separate, and then I start attending to myself. So if you can help, you know, give a helping hand, it will be of a great help. Despite I told you that my husband used to help dressing the children, it will be of a great help to the woman. All right, cooking, taking care of the children, bathing them, I've said this, feeding them, helping with homework. This is a kind of bring bond to the family. Yes, I want to speak on this, helping with the homework. You know, most of the time we say we want to leave it with the house help or domestic worker. In some countries, they call it like that. But do you know that these things bring bond to the children? The children feel so, you know, they feel so belong, they feel so loved while the parents help. Yes, I know that most of us are career people. We are so tired when we come back from, you know, our jobs and our businesses, but at least give them that time. You know, when I go to PTA meeting for my children, they used to say that most parents, they don't even have time to go through the children's work. Most of them, they've not signed the homework calling for the parent to sign for 2 weeks. No. And they said even some of the teenage girls, I'm not talking about going to the, you know, parents meeting for when my child was in high school. They said some of the girls, they don't come to school with school books. They come with extra clothes to go and do, you know, some other things that are not good. Why? The parents, they don't give them time. No matter how busy you are, I used to encourage people even when I'm teaching, because by the grace of God, we're relationship coach. I am my husband. And we'll teach couples before they get married, and even those that have already gotten married that are having problems. Most of this my teaching is what we teach them. I've said, if you don't have time, wake up as early as 5 a.m. You can be able to take care of yourself, finish your own. Then know that from 6 a.m. is now the key. So you can have time to even attend to their homework, even those you couldn't do yesterday night and all that, because you already have 1 hour that you can attend to your children. So all these things are really sacrificial because you know what you want to bring out in your children. Don't be saying I don't have to put an alarm on your cell phone or in your clock. Sorry, to help you. All right. I say don't leave it for the housemaid or the domestic worker. That's why you find that in most homes, the children are tilting towards the domestic worker or the household because they are doing the work the parents are supposed to do. No, it's not good. Create out time sacrificially because you know what you want to achieve in your children. All right, number 9 point, say have a time alone with her to make her feel special. Remember, I'm talking about men. Have a time alone to spend with your wife to make her feel special. Not every time all the kids, they're all over even the bedroom, they come. This thing I'm telling you, I've had the experience. My child wants to sleep in our bed. And when he comes, he's so, he's so uncomfortable and all that because he will go this side, go that side. Have a time alone with her. Moreover, that was the way it was between the two of you before the kids start coming. Yeah, I want to give an example of there was a time, somebody paid for I and my husband in one exquisite hotel like that for us to spend the night. We took the children to my brother-in-law's house and we had a wonderful time. Yes, you might say, Dr. Victory, I don't have the money for the hotel. It might not really be something special. Remember, I said somebody paid for us. So what you can do, take your wife alone to the park. My husband has done it, and there was a couple too we explained to. It might not really, okay, let's say where you say you don't have a park, you can go under a tree, just two of you, just sit down, hold her hands, and let's just watch around it, watch the trees, watch the bed, watch people passing around, watch the cars moving, just you alone. Leave the kids, so just leave them alone. She needs this. It will help her even psychologically and emotionally, because women are emotional beings. When our emotions are affected, we do things out of our way that we might regret. All right. The final point there said, honor her. Honor means, the word honor simply means to have great respect and admiration for somebody. Honor your wife among your friends, your relation, your colleagues. Yes, you need to honor her. Because the value you place on your woman will invariably determine the way that those around you will carry her, good or bad. Yes, if you don't honor her, people around you will not honor her. Some men, they talk to the women anyhow. They talk about their wife anyhow. Disrespect her. I bet you those people you're talking those things to, that's the way they will see her. Do you know that I'm not really boasting? The way my husband talked about me, that some people, when they meet me, they say, I've really heard much about you. And you see, when those people meet you for the first time, they already have respect for you. Why? How the husband talks. So no matter the shortcoming your wife has, and besides, when we come to social media, everybody's wonderful, this and that. You don't have to expose your wife's shortcoming outside. Remember the saying that we don't wash our dirty linens outside. Everybody has dirty linen. So you don't bring out your wife's shortcoming outside, telling everybody. All right, that is it for today. I just want to run through the point if you didn't get them, but I'm not explaining, but I've explained them. Remember, I said some secret men need to know about women for them to have a blissful marriage. Number 1, I said understand her. Number 2, I said give her a listening ear. Number 3, I say appreciate her verbally. Don't say she knows. Number 4, sincerity. Be sincere to her with some things that you want, the way you want her to do things. Affirm your love for her as often as possible. That's number 5. Number 6, mediate between her and the kids when they're trying to, be manipulative towards her. Admire her beauty frequently. Number 8, lend a helping hand to her at home every now and then. Number 9, I said have a time alone with her to make her feel special. Then number 10, I said honor her. Yes, I've actually come to the end of my teaching today. Both men and women have their different roles to play for a marriage to work. Yes. Those that have stayed together in marriage for so many years have some secrets. By the grace of God, I'm one of them. And that's what I've taught today. And I believe that some of these secrets will be of a great help to you if you will put them into practice. Please keep a date with me, same time, same place, as I bring another inspiring teaching that will help you live victoriously in your everyday life. I love you. Have a nice day. Bye.